Everything I've ever said, everything I've ever written, everything I've ever videotaped is now available for me to share with my students so they could have the answers in less than 2 or 3 seconds. It's not like an intern, Noah, it's like an expert that you have at your fingertips. And a lot of the AI tools are free. Are you ready to use AI to do what you're doing faster, easier, better, and cheaper? All right. I've been teaching about artificial intelligence for just about a year right now. And specifically, how do you use it to grow your small business? Let me know in the chat if you are using AI, artificial intelligence. Some of you may know this is news right off the presses. Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, ChatGPT, was fired. I guess was just announced today. Use it every day. Great legal. How to use it? So, how do you use it? I'll share with you what we're doing here at my company. And first and foremost, here's a question: do you think that AI um, will put you out of business? Do you think AI will put you out of business if you don't use it? Artificial intelligence, right? Some people know what AI is, an artificial intelligence, targeted AI, 10x social media marketing. Hey there. I don't think that AI will put anybody out of business, but I think that people who use and companies who use AI will get 10 to 50 to 100 times more productivity than people who don't use artificial intelligence. Would you agree with that? Many of you know I coach a lot of small business owners, and we've been teaching our small business owners how to use AI literally for the last year. So we were ahead of the curve. And if you think about artificial intelligence, just software that's been trained to do massive amounts of work, very, very, very fast, very, very, very cheap, and for the most part, with a lot of accuracy, right? And so, of course, there's some inaccuracies with AI, but it's being trained every single day. And so, how can you use AI? Let's have a little discussion. How can you use AI to grow your small business? Now, I'm going to start off the conversation, okay, with a couple of thoughts. Can you use AI, whether it's ChatGPT or Claude or even Bing, to create content for you for social media, to create content for you and ideas for your blog, to create content for you around your program, product, service, or business? Can you use it to create content for you to be able to have the content created and then to modify it so that it has your flavor, your taste, your take on it? Of course you could. I'll share a story with you. I used to have a team of writers that I would meet with once a month, and I would say, I'd like you to do some research for me on the neuroscience of habits, or I'd like you to give me some research on what is neuroplasticity and what are the best ways to create or reinforce new constructive, empowering, positive patterns in our brain. And I used to have a team that would charge me, for the research. I'd read the research. I'd say, well, can you write an article for me that I could then modify? And they, of course, would say, well, sure, we can write articles for you. So we come up with topics. They would write the articles. I would review it. I would add my spin to it. I'd delete or add stuff. And then after about 2 weeks, I would have one or two or three really good blogs or articles that then I could post on my website. I could send to my email list. I can post on social media. I could do a video about it. And it would cost me approximately $500 to $700 for one 1,500 word article. Now I can give one of my team members a topic to research And then once I get the research, I can turn it into an article in less than 15 minutes for $20 a month, which is what I pay ChatGPT. So I'm saving time, money, energy, and I can have the exact same process to create content if I want to create it. Now, I could take that content and I could say, turn this into 20 different social media posts for me. It'll turn it into 20 different social media posts for me. And then I could make sure I read it, see if I like it, and then I could share it if it matches my brand, if it matches my way of doing stuff. Does that make sense? So just in the arena of content, I could do it faster, easier, better, and cheaper with a tool called ChatGPT. Now, let's say you want to do, whether it's a webinar or training like this, and you say, hey, I want to talk about artificial intelligence to my audience. Can you come up with 5 or 6 different topics for me to talk about? And they'll give me 5 or 6 topics to talk about. And I can say, now give me 5 or 6 bullet points that I can cover around these topics. Now give me any facts or statistics to validate, what it is that I'm talking about. So here's the way I'd like you to think about it. The artificial intelligence tools, and there's thousands of them, can do research for you, can write for you, can edit for you, can analyze for you, can create short or long form for you. You can take, let's say, anything that's written. So I use ChatGPT a lot, right? I pay $20 a month for ChatGPT. You can get the free version. Just go to OpenAI, right? ChatGPT, you get the free version. I get the paid one. I can say, I want to write some really good content for my website, or I want to create a brochure about planning your business growth. I want to create an article around neuromarketing and neuroselling, and I can have it do the research, write the article. I could take that. I can go to another AI app called Gamma, Gamma, Gamma.app. It'll create a PowerPoint slide for me, or a brochure, or content that I need for my website, or to give somebody a proposal with. Does that make sense? I could take all of my statistics, let's say on social media. So I could take the posts that I'm making on Instagram and how much traffic I get, how many people like it, how many people comment, whether it's Instagram, Google, Facebook, LinkedIn. I could load the images and my statistics to the artificial intelligence, and it'll analyze everything that I'm doing and give me suggestions on how to do it better. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Because if it makes sense, this is how you could be using AI. You can automate research. You can automate content creation. You can automate, it posting it up to your social media. You can automate it analyzing it for you. You can take spreadsheets and have it analyze your spreadsheets. You can write legal agreements through this. And so here's my question for you. If you have, a small business and you want to generate leads, which is the need of every small business, how are you going to generate leads? Well, somebody here mentioned they're in insurance. So what if you could create, articles, checklists, workbooks, manuals, content, that you can share with people that passes your litmus test of accuracy and that it speaks in your voice. And then you can have AI tools that have conversations. Now, there are chatbots that can respond, that can respond to people, that can have a dialogue in your voice. I just had a company about a week ago take all of my videos that I've ever done, hundreds and hundreds of hours, everything I've done on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, everything I've done in my courses that cost hundreds to thousands of dollars. And the artificial intelligence learned everything that I've ever said. I can now go to my own John Assaraf AI tool and ask it any question I want, and the answer comes up and where the answer is in my videos in 5 seconds or less. So everything I've ever said, everything I've ever written, everything I've ever videotaped is now available for me to share with my students so they could have the answers in less than 2 or 3 seconds. Wow, yeah. You can build websites in seconds. You can create content in seconds. You can analyze in seconds. So here's my question for all of you. Are you planning on using AI, whether it's for customer service? Are you planning, on using AI, all right, for creating of content, right? Are you planning on using AI to analyze numbers for you, to create agreements for you, to create courses for you, to create programs for YouTube for yourself, content around your business, okay? Or, here's what I want you to think about. As it relates to marketing, how can you use AI to generate leads? Part one. Part two, how can you use AI to engage with people and respond to people questions that they may have that they need an answer to? By the way, have you ever called the airline and they go, "Thank you for calling blank, blank, blank airline. How can I help you?" Right? And you say, "Well, I want to change my ticket." Or they say, "Hey, what would you like to do? Change your ticket, book a new ticket." And you're talking to an AI system that's been trained to answer some of the basic questions that it's been trained to answer over and over and over again. That's AI working. So what I want you to start thinking about is, how can you brand your business better? Have you ever considered going to, let's say, ChatGPT and saying, "Hey, here is my company," all right, and sharing with ChatGPT everything about your company and saying, "I would like to brand my company like a world-class company. What are the 10 things that I can do to brand my company right now?" It'll tell you what to do. Then you can say, "Hey, create a 12-week social media plan for me to brand my company and to educate people around my program, product, or service." It will create a 12-week program for you. If you don't want to do it for your business, I want to release weight and keep it off. I am 6'2", 195 pounds. I want to weigh 170. I don't like eating this. I love eating that. I don't like this. I like that. Can you create a plan for me? And are you aware that the artificial intelligence, this million or billion-dollar robot, okay, will create a plan for you? It's not like an intern, Noah. It's like an expert that you have at your fingertips. And a lot of the AI tools are free. So we've been teaching, all the different business owners that we work with. I work with coaches, lawyers, doctors, entrepreneurs of every kind, welders. How do you use AI for the different facets of your business? And I always look at business as there's obviously sales, there's marketing, right? There's management. So let's say you want to create a management plan. You can go to, let's say, Claude or ChatGPT and go, "Here is what I'm trying to accomplish." All right. And you give it the challenge that you have. "I'm trying to accomplish X, Y, or Z." Pretend that you are. This is called prompting or prompt engineering. Hi, Michael. Nice to see you here. And this is called prompt engineering. And prompt engineering is that you type in, okay, a really good prompt. Pretend that you are an expert in fill in the blank and that you know how to fill in the blank. All right. What I'd like some help with, okay, is to solve this, to figure this out, to create this, to plan this, to organize this. Can you give me a 1 week schedule, 2 week schedule, 3 week schedule, 5 week schedule, step by step, videos, audios, text, checklists, workbooks, and it will do it for you. That's like generation one of AI. The next generation of artificial intelligence is actually called agents, right? And imagine that you can have an artificial intelligence agent doing the work for you. Research, write the article, use make.com, M-A-K-E, make.com to automate the posting of all this stuff, to track, to measure, to iterate everything that you need. So when we're talking about artificial intelligence, I like to think that every one of us could be using, whether it's ChatGPT, Gamma.app, a generative AI tool, AI PRM, that's another tool we teach our clients to use, AI PRM, artificial intelligence, P like Peter, RM, is a plugin that you can use right on your ChatGPT, and it has prompts that are already created that you could use in a heartbeat. There's over 2 million people using AI PRM right now. You don't like that? Use Perplexity, perplexity.ai. You can use P-O-E.ai. But it doesn't matter if I share with you all the different tools to use. The real question is this: are you ready to use AI to do what you're doing faster, easier, better, and cheaper? Right? This is a whole wave of newness that's coming around. And the people who use AI and the companies who use AI, I guarantee you, will be 20, 50, 100 times more effective than people who do not. So let me ask you a question. Are you open-minded enough to be trying it and using it and getting better at it? Right? If you can save yourself tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars by using artificial intelligence to do what you would have to do anyway. I've got a friend of mine that is a chief technology officer, and they are using AI now to scour the internet to do research on people that they want to recruit. And they've taught the AI, okay, to look for certain parameters so that they can go after the best candidates for their technology company in 1,000th of the time that it would normally take them to do this work. So let me know. Let me know on Instagram here. Let me know on Facebook here. How are you using AI? Do you have a favorite tool? And by the way, small business create jobs. How will AI do this moving forward? Jerry, there will be people that use AI, but it will take over a lot of jobs. The Industrial Revolution did that. The Agricultural Revolution did that. The Technology Revolution did that. So people have to adapt or they will become extinct. There's an evolution going on right now that's happened already. It's not happening, it's happened already. You're either going to be, okay, on the cutting edge of it, or you're going to be on the receiving edge of other people using it and making you obsolete or your company obsolete. All right. Hey, this is John, and if you liked that video, watch the next video because it is packed with things that you can do right now to achieve success way faster than ever before.